Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's super hot now and I know it might be hard to wear a mask, but it is more important than ever to start wearing one. So I am here to try out some of the best face masks off of Etsy so that you guys can stay safe too. I will also leave all of the masks that I'm trying down in the description box along with little timestamps as to where it is in the video so you know which ones I'm talking about. Also, this video, I just want to clarify, is not sponsored in any way. I'm literally just trying these so I can help other people and try some masks, have some of my own so that I keep others safe and hopefully encourage you guys to keep others safe around you as well. There are some things I want to discuss before we get into the trying on and like individual mask part of the video. So let's talk shipping. We did have to pay for shipping on most of these unless they had like a deal that was cheaper. So if you got two masks, it would be kind of equal to the price of shipping. I feel like that's worth it in my opinion to get two masks and not pay for shipping. So I would encourage you guys to do that as well if you get the opportunity to do so, if there is that deal still going. They did ship in a good amount of time too. I would say the most I waited was like 2 weeks for one, but that was the one I was like kind of looking forward to the most, so I really didn't mind it. And also I kind of get it with the high volumes that they're probably getting right now. That's completely fine to me to wait 2 weeks for a mask because again, I'm still in quarantine, but that's just something to look out for while you're purchasing these, is how long the shipping actually takes as opposed to how much it says it will on the website. The masks I'm going to talk about in this video don't claim to be medical grade or for any medical purpose. It's simply just like a way to protect yourself, and I know the vendors on Etsy can't say that it's like a medical mask. They're just for your personal protection and use. They're also a really great environmentally friendly alternative over the single-use medical masks. I'm pretty sure you can wash all these with a little bit of soap and water and just hand wash it. I'm not sure how they would hold up in the actual like washing machine, but they do look pretty sturdy, so I'm sure if it got washed like on accident it would be fine, but I would kind of recommend doing it by hand. So let's get started into like the actual video now. So how I'm gonna organize kind of like the grading scale for these is in 3 categories. How comfortable is it to wear? How easy it is to breathe in the masks? And I have asthma too, so that's kind of a huge selling point for me, is can I wear it all day while I'm working or I'm out and still be fine? And how easy it is to talk / hear me through the mask. This is important for people hard of hearing, especially since my face is covered. I want to be sure that they can hear me. And finally, I will kind of rate these out of 5 as to how good of a product I think it is, and all of the other ones factored into it as well. All right, let's get into it. First, let me start off with these cute little nose pieces that I also got from Etsy. Now, these are made to fit like on your mask. It's like a little part for your mask, if it doesn't have a metal piece inside of it, to grip around your nose so that the air doesn't go out the top. It is a one size fits all, which kind of sucks if you have like a wider nose, or like my cheeks are always really puffy, so it's kind of hard for it to fit properly on you if you just have a different face shape than what this is for. I'll leave a link to these too in the description. These start out at $6.95 for a pack of 3, and they come in different colors. I just chose black because that's going to go with my work dress code. So here's what they look like up close. So let's start off with my first face mask. This one came within like 2 or 3 days of me ordering it, even though it said like 5 days online, which is amazing. It came in this little baggie, and it comes with 1 cotton mask and 4 PM25 filters. And the price for this one is $9.99, not including shipping. I got it in the regular size because my face is pretty small, and it's sold by the vendor Milk and Toast. So this one online and in real life kind of looks like it would be the most breathable sort of fabric, and it has a little pocket right here for the filter to go into it. It says on the label it's 95% cotton and 5% spandex. And this one did come with filters, which is amazing, but if you guys don't have any filters or yours didn't come with them or you ran out, I heard coffee filters kind of works in a pinch. I would say double up on them because sometimes they can be on the thinner side. And the strap for this one as well is the same sort of fabric fabric that the actual mask is made out of as well, which seems like it would be really nice behind your ears. Sometimes the little elastic ones hurt behind your ears, but this one seems like it would be really comfortable, especially if you're wearing it all day. Okay, so let's try this one on. Already, I'm kind of noticing it doesn't really fit that well. Let me try it with the little nose piece that I got. With the nose piece, it definitely fits better, but I still feel like there's air coming out of the top and on the sides, definitely the bottom. I definitely worry about how much air comes out like on the bottom and the sides. Like I feel like I just wouldn't feel comfortable wearing this all of the time just because of, I don't know, how it doesn't come through the actual mask. It comes out the bottom, like I'm not breathing through the mask. So maybe if they like pulled the bottom more or like sewed it. Here, let me try something actually. I mean, I'm just gonna put a little bobby pin in the bottom so I can see what would happen if I made it smaller. If you know how to sew, I mean, you can easily like tailor this to your face a little bit more, but I'm just gonna do it with a bobby pin just so it's not so permanent. Okay, with a little bit of adjusting, it does fit better, but again, I still feel like I'm not protected enough up here. I wish it had a metal bar inside of it so that it would be more form fitted to your actual face. So let's start off on the actual grading and critique process of this one. It's really comfortable to wear. It's really soft against your skin, especially if you have like skin issues or you have really sensitive skin like I do. Like it's just really nice feeling against your skin. But again, I feel like I'm just uncomfortable with how loose it is around the top and the bottom of my face. Again, that could be that my face is smaller, but I feel like I would be more comfortable in it if it was more form-fitting to my face than it is. So breathing through the actual mask, I do worry about it a little bit just because I am getting airflow underneath and on the top of it. But if I breathe through the actual mask part, it is really nice to breathe through. Talking in it seems fine. It's just a little bit muffled, but again, it's like a mask covering my face. I am getting airflow through the top when I do talk, and when I talk, it does ride down my face a little bit, so that's kind of a little off-putting to me, but I feel like you can hear me pretty well through the actual mask. So my rating out of 5 for this mask is going to have to be like a 2 out of 5 just because of the amount of adjustments I had to make for the mask to actually fit me, and even when it did, I was still getting airflow out of the top and bottom of the mask. Again, that could be just because I have a smaller face, but I feel like it could have been made just a little bit better and more like form-fitting to your actual face. And how it slid down my face while I was talking, I feel like it just wouldn't do a really good job at protecting you. Okay, let's move on to my second mask. This one is a navy blue cotton mask that comes with 2 PM2.5 filters. It's sold by the vendor shopSUSEMI. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And the total price for this came to $10.50. So this one we actually got for my dad, which like that's on me because of the size of this. I'm not going to judge it based off of that because they do have a regular size. I just didn't get that one. So right off the bat, I noticed that this one has the little metal nose piece, so it forms to your actual nose ridge, which is really nice. And the filter part inside of it is one that folds out rather than one that I have to slide it in. And I'm looking at the other one as well. This one has like a stitch down the middle of your face so that it kind of like gives you a little bit more mouth room to speak and breathe as well, which seems really nice. So let's actually try this on. So yeah, this is definitely pretty big. So I'm gonna make like a little bit of an adjustment, again, just like with a bobby pin. I'm just gonna like take it and pinch it and then bobby pin it in so that it's like a little bit smaller here. So here's another angle of what I did. I just pinched the bottom of the mask where my chin would be and bobby pinned it in so that it was a bit smaller and more form-fitting to my face. So the fit of this one seems really nice. Like I really like that it fits around my nose and goes into my face. Like there's no airflow out of the side, bottom, or top of my mask. The fabric on it is really nice against your skin, especially since it has like an inner layer of softer fabric than on the outside. I feel like it would be really comfortable to wear all day if you had to. So comfort wise, I feel like this is really comfortable to wear. I feel like the ear straps were gonna bother me because they are that like elastic fabric, but it really doesn't bother me that much, and I thought it would. So yeah, this is actually really comfortable. So breathing through it, like I'm really breathing through the actual mask. It is a little bit harder to breathe in than the cotton and spandex one, but it's really not that bad. It's not like unbearable. I would just make sure that you're like breathing properly, and if you have an inhaler, make sure you take it before so that you can like keep this on and stay protected. As far as talking in this one, I feel like you can actually hear me better than the other one because of that ridge. I have a little bit more space on my mouth to articulate what I'm saying a little bit better. So I feel like I can still speak at my normal volume and make sure that others can hear me. My total rating for this one, honestly, I'm gonna give it a 5. I feel like if I got it in the regular size, it would fit my face better on its own, but like with the bobby pin, I think it's completely fine. It is a little bit pricey for the mask, but I feel like with the filters as well, it kind of makes that worth it to me. If I was working all day, I would feel like 100% comfortable wearing this. Yeah, 5 out of 5 for this one. Now on to my third and final mask. This is a cotton and polyester mask with a side vent. Comes with one mask alongside 2 PM25 filters. The original price for this one is $11.59, but I did get on sale for $9.50. Now what I'm about to like explain is kind of shady to me, but like I might just be like, what happened? The original vendor that I got this for closed down her store entirely and does not sell these anymore, but I did find other shops that sold exactly the same mask, exactly the same price. I'll leave those down below. The package that it came in actually did have a website linked on there. I'll leave it down below. I'm not sure if that's where like all of these smaller vendors are getting their masks from, is this larger supply, but the person that I got this specific mask from no longer sells on her store. So this is the one I was kind of most excited for, especially with the vent in the side. I heard that it's supposed to keep out more stuff. It does have the little slide through filter on it. It doesn't like lift up or anything, so you just have to slide it in there. But the overall quality of this seems like really, really nice. This one again has the elastic earpiece, but it does have a little rubber adjuster part, so if your face is smaller, it'll like cling to your face a little bit better with it pulled back. It does also have a little metal piece in there, so it like curves to your nose as well. So let's try this one on. So out of all the ones I've tried, this one definitely fits the best to my face with the ear thing. There's no air coming out the side, bottom, or that. Sorry if the camera or the lighting just shifted. My battery just died. I had to replace it. But yeah, this one definitely seems like the best made mask out of all of them. It has a little stitch along your chin, so it goes like underneath it to make sure that there's no air escaping out the bottom of it. And the top has the metal piece. Like there's no air going out of this one other than the actual mask itself. Comfort wise, I would say like it's the most comfortable the mask can be, especially with the underneath part of the chin. It's just really soft against your skin, and I feel like I could wear this all day and not have a problem. Breathing in it though is a little bit more challenging than the other ones. I would say make sure you're breathing properly. I would probably have to take my inhaler if I were to wear this the whole day, which I kind of thought with the vent it would be different, but I'm looking at the actual vent and it looks like it is this black band that's supposed to like catch all of the dust particles in the air and like any particles that could get to you. It's to block them out, which does make it a little bit harder to breathe. And the actual material that it's made out of is a little bit harder to breathe out of as well. So I would say if you have asthma or any lung issues already, this might not be the mask for you. To prevent any sort of like asthma attack or anything, make sure you take your inhaler if you feel like you need to in this one, and you hopefully won't have a problem with it, but just make sure that you're remembering to breathe, take deep breaths in this one. But I feel like if you're careful, you'll be fine. Talking in it though is a little bit harder. I feel like I have to raise my voice and my articulation isn't as clear, so I feel like people might have a hard time understanding or hearing me. So if you're working in like customer service or somewhere where people need to hear you, I would say this is maybe not the best mask for that, just because it is a little bit harder to hear me through. My rating for this one, I would have to say is going to be like a 4 out of 5, just because it is hard to breathe in and it's a little bit hard to hear me when I speak. But I feel like the actual make of this mask is really, really nice, and I really do feel like this one would protect me. So overall, I'm going to give the last place to the Milk and Toast mask. I feel like if it was just made a little bit more like my face shape and like didn't have so much fabric underneath, I would be completely fine with it. I might even sew it to make it fit a little bit better, but I feel like for $10 a mask, it should fit right to begin with. It was really nice that they came with the PM25 filters though. The second place I'm going to give to the mask with the vent in it. I feel like it's made super well. It just could present some problems with people who are hard of hearing or have lung issues. And in first place is the navy blue cotton mask. It did need a little bit of adjusting, but that's on me for getting the wrong size. But even with the bobby pin, I feel like it's still a very good mask, very good protection. You can hear me really well in it, and it's just super comfortable. So yeah, that concludes my Etsy mask competition. If you know of any really good masks, or even if you make any really good masks, make sure you leave a link to those in the comments down below and help some people out. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Also, turn on my bell notifications so you know when I post. I really hope this helped. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.